Hello lovelies and welcome to 2019. How exciting is that? I hope everyone had a really lovely New Year's, whatever you were doing. If not, I hope the rest of the year is much better for you. And today I wanted to start a new little segment that I want to do on this channel. I don't know how often, just here and there when I feel like it. And that is PositiviTEA time. No, but also I just thought it was like a nice little idea. I enjoy puns. And I'm sick of like all this like tea, you know, like, oh, spilling the tea drama and stuff. So we're bringing a new positive spin to tea. Yes, we are. This has gone so cold though because my battery was dead when I started to record. So I've got cold tea. Not that positive, but other than that, it's going to be great. So whenever I woke up this morning, I was actually in quite a bad mood. I say woke up. No. Now here's the source of my bad mood. Whenever I got up this morning, I was in quite a bad mood, and that's because I didn't manage to sleep at all last night. And because I was in a bad mood, I actually didn't want to do this video. And I was like, I can't do a video about positivity when I'm in a bad mood. But then I realized that is the exact reason that I should do this video today. Definitely something that I want to work on that's a very bad habit with me is that I'm almost quite stubborn with my sadness. So if I get really low, then I almost won't let myself be happy. Like I won't let myself laugh or cheer up or have fun because I feel like, no, I'm sad. I'm not allowed to do this. It's a strange thing that I'm working on. But yes, it is the start of the year. It's the first video of the year. So I wanted to look back over 2018. And specifically, I want to look back at all the great stuff that happened because there was plenty of negatives, you know, as with every year. There are things that aren't great, like especially like YouTube and Patreon and stuff wasn't good for me in 2018, but there's a lot of really great stuff. So we are going to focus on that today. And I just thought this would be a nice start to the, you know, little positivity segment. So let's go. So right off the bat, the very first thing that I want to mention on positive things of 2018 is just the very broad topic of the garden. That was like one of my greatest joys this year, was getting the garden sorted out. You guys probably know, considering how many videos over the summer were filmed in my garden, because I didn't want to be inside. I was like, no, we're staying outside because we can. I really loved getting my garden sorted this year. I loved growing so many things, especially from seed. That is just something that remains so exciting to me. The first time I did it, as an adult anyway, was one of my first ever spooky boxes. We got some pumpkin seeds and I was like, oh yeah, cool, I'll plant those. So I popped them in some little pots. I put them into my airing cupboard. This was in our old house. And I, like, after a couple of days, you know, I checked a few times, but one day I opened the cupboard and there were just these little sprouts there and I was hooked. It was just so magical to me. Like one day there was nothing and the next day there was all these little sprouts and I was like, I did that. I brought this life into the world. That was so exciting to me. So we moved here with a beautiful garden, and for the first year or two, I think, we just didn't get anything done with it, which is a real shame. So this year I finally went out and got a whole bunch done and I was so happy to do that. And now I have even more plans for this coming year. I need to make a chart of everything that I want to plant and like when that has to be planted and whereabouts in the garden it's going to be planted. But that's something I'm so excited for. I'm excited for sunny days, just lying out on the ground, on the grass. I like to put a blanket down and just lie there and just, ooh, be outside. I miss my little hanging hammock that I have for the tree, so I can't wait to have that, and I can't wait to just grow everything. I'm just very excited. And bumblebees, I'm so excited for bumblebees. So yes, the garden by far was one of my favourite things of this year, and it was also very lucky that this is one of the best summers we've had. Like, it was so warm that, and it rained so little that Ireland was actually in a drought, which isn't good, but that's just shocking considering that Ireland is always wet. So other than that side of things, it was just a great summer. So yeah, really enjoyed that. Number two is I got to visit London three times. I got to go to London 3 times, and on the second time I got to tick a massive item off my travel bucket list, which was visiting the Victor Wind Museum of Curiosities / the Last Tuesday Society. There's an entire vlog on that you can watch back on this channel. That was somewhere I'd been wanting to visit for the longest time. It is so cool and full of creepy, spooky, like odd things that I love, and just wonderful. I was so happy because usually when we're in London we don't have time to like go and do things. Like, we're there only for the days that things are happening, then we have to leave. But this time we had like a day extra at the start, so we got to go and do that, and it, so happy, need to go back. You can hire it out for parties, and I really want to do that because I think that would be so fun. Number 3 is, I may not have made as much progress in 2018 in a physical sense with my body as I would have liked, as in I didn't lose as much weight and stuff, but I made real progress in terms of like my relationship with my body, how I feel about it, so like, you know, mental stuff. It might not be super obvious to everyone because I still don't particularly like myself. I still, you know, I'm not happy with my body, and I will still complain about it sometimes, especially because I tend to I'll point out my flaws as a sort of armor, because then I feel like if other people point it out, it doesn't hurt as much because I've already done it. So I do still complain about it, but I did honestly make huge improvements to like my relationship with my body, which is really good, like, because it was in a really bad state. Like I said, still not super happy, but now instead of walking past a mirror and bursting into tears, I'll just kind of walk past and be like, which is a big improvement. I noticed this especially whenever we went to London Edge. I speak about it in the London Edge vlog that I put up, so if you want to hear me talk a little bit about how I came to that realization, then check out that video. But yeah, I definitely made improvements in that area, which I'm glad for, which also let me sort of look into my past relationship with my body and sort of realize some really unhealthy mentalities I had, and find the root of those, find the cause of those, you know, get down to where that came from and kind of let go of some of that. So that to me is a big step forward. And I wore a whole bunch of outfits this year that maybe 2 years ago I wouldn't have dreamed of putting anywhere near my body, so that is exciting to me as well. So pat on the back for me. Number 4 is I went to quite a few fun parties, and this is extra good for me because I a lot of the time do not have fun at parties, because my like stress and anxiety just gets the better of me and I just can't have a good time. And even that happens sometimes in 2018. There was like one time where Jake had a gig, and for some reason that day I was just like stressed TM, and I was just really anxious, and like I was anxious about the people there, and then there was a really unfortunate, strange going on in the bathroom that I won't really get into, but that kind of just made things worse, and I basically ended up running out of there. So it's not always great, but there were a whole bunch of parties we went to this year that I had a lot of fun at, including one actually here in Belfast. And usually Belfast parties tend to stress me out more than anything because there's more people that I know there and stuff. But yeah, we went to the London Edge party, and that was fun. Had decent fun at the Summer in the City parties, though I usually have fun at those, so that wasn't like a big change. We went to the EMP party over in London, and that was really fun. And I just had a good time that night. And then just before Halloween we went to like a night out party thing here, and I really enjoyed it. I just had a good time all around. And again, not only is that just like a general positive thing, but I think that is also representative of me making progress with like sort of mental health stuff and anxiety as well, so that is also very good. Number 5 is I made and sold my own pins, which was really cool and something I'm proud of. It did end up being a bit stressful, but overall it was like a good experience and it was really fun. It's something that I would like to do again. Sorry, that was my phone. I wouldn't be willing to do it unless I know I'm in like a really organized place, because all it takes is for you to get a little bit unorganized for a little while and it all descends into chaos. But yeah, it's something I'd like to do again in the future, and I was proud of that. Number 7 is I did a lot of little crafty projects. Nothing huge, nothing that's like, you know, really like would immediately spring to mind, but I did a lot of craft stuff last year. I keep thinking it's still this year. Last year. And really enjoyed myself with that, and I learned new sort of little DIY skills and stuff, which is always good. So I had a lot of fun crafting last year, which I hope to continue this year, and I hope to make much more videos on it now that we have a bit of a space going on. I already have a couple of ideas jotted down. I'm waiting for a couple of things to come in the post so I can start them, and then we'll get to that because I'm excited. Number 7 is something I'm really excited about and something you will see soon. We decorated the bedroom. So it was already sort of decorated. You would have seen that like way back in my original moving vlogs. You saw us put up the wallpaper and all of that, but then it kind of just stayed that for a year and a half, 2 years. It stayed like that for a long time. This year, I was like, we are finishing the bedroom, and it is like this close to being done. I think the only thing that like, it'll never be finished because I'll always want to do things to it, but for finished enough, we're like this close. Someone needs to come out and install, like I got like a little, not a chandelier, but like a chandelier type thing. And we need an electrician to come out and install that, because like hell am I trying that myself. And I think when he's done, that's it. Like that's it ready, and we're going to do a bedroom tour. So I'm really excited for that. I'm going to get that done soon. So I need to make sure the rest of the room is tidy because it's really small, so it gets really messy easy, but I've got most of it done, so I just need to do some last minute tidying. But yeah, I can't wait to like show you guys that and like talk through how we did everything, and like, you know, my vision for the room and all of that. So stay tuned for that in 2019. Number 8 is my Bumblebee tattoo. I still love this so much. It makes me smile every time I look at it. Some people kind of like laugh at it and kind of make fun of it because it's so big, but I love that. It's just like I wish bumblebees were really this size. Like, can you imagine if they were like this size, just bumbling around, bouncing into things? I think that would be adorable. I still love this, and especially now that it's winter, you know, like every time I look at it I'm like reminded of spring and summer and what's coming, and that makes me really happy. I got this last year, like, I don't know if it was in January or if it was a little bit later, but it was like early in the year, before spring anyway. So whenever I had this and then I saw my first bumblebee of the year, I was so excited and I was like, look, it's one of you! Because I frequently talk to bees. So yeah, this was just something that I really loved. I really want to get a new tattoo at some point this year if I can. I do know what I want. But yeah, I love my bumblebee so much. Number 9 is I got to spend lots of good time with my cat, which is always good, and other animals. I got to spend lots of time with other animals this year, and that is always something that makes me happy. I like to see animals, I like to pet animals, I like to talk to animals. Anything involving animals makes me happy, and I feel like this year was a good year for that, so that makes this year again. Ignore every time I say this year, I'm still very apparently stuck in 2018. Last year was a good year for that, which means it was not a bad year at all. Number 10 is we took quite a few trips to the beach, which is fun on its own, but also because the weather was quite good this year, I actually went swimming in the sea a whole bunch of times, which I love. I love swimming in the sea. I wish more of my friends could stand the cold, because every time we went swimming, everyone else kind of wanted to go out a lot sooner than me, but I just love swimming so much that I don't even care about the cold anymore, and I'm like, away we go! And I had so much fun swimming about in the sea, even though like where we were swimming there was like so much seaweed, so much of it, and seaweed kind of freaks me out, so I kind of like let go of that fear a little bit, even though it was all like wrapping around my arms and stuff. I was like, do you know what, it's like a spa treatment. People pay hundreds of pounds for this in spas, I'm getting it for free, that's what's happening right now. So I dealt with that and had a lot of fun swimming through the sea. Very good time indeed. There is a vlog of just one of those two beach days back on my channel if you want to watch that. Had a very good time indeed. Number 11 is that I had a really fun birthday this year. I didn't vlog it, I think my boyfriend did though. You might be able to find that on his channel. And it was really, really fun, even though I ended up literally projectile vomiting. It was still a great time. So, quick rundown of what we did. Me and Jake went out for breakfast first, and we went to this place called French Village in Belfast that do like the best pancakes. They're like these raspberry and white chocolate pancakes, and oh my god, they're just the best thing in the world, and like these really nice like watermelon drinks. It was a really great breakfast. And then we went to the cinema and saw Hereditary, I think, which it wasn't as amazing as everyone else said it was, but I did quite enjoy it, and there were definitely some like shocks and stuff in there, so I had fun with that. And then we met up with our friends Lee and Amber, and we went to like a little fun fair, like I don't know, what would you call it in America? Fun fair, it's a fun fair. We went to that and it was super fun. That's where some of the issues started. First we went on like the ride that's like, it has like 2 arms attached to a row of seats, if you get me. So there's a row of seats attached by 2 arms and it goes like whoosh. Do you know the one I mean? We went on that, and the whole time I thought Jake was like leaning on my hair, and I was like trying to get it, and I was like, oh my god, stop leaning on my hair, but you can't really talk when you're on it, so I was like, oh whatever. And then we went to get off, Jake got up and I tried to move, my hair was still stuck, and I was like, oh dear. And I didn't think it was that bad, I was just like, oh, it must be a little bit tangled, and then like Jake, Lee and Amber looked at my hair and they were like, like, apparently it was really bad. Apparently it was like this close to being like a Final Destination situation. Apparently it was not good. Thankfully we didn't have to cut my hair. We got me untangled. I didn't even see how bad it was, but apparently it wasn't a good time. But that worked out fine, so it was okay. And then we went on a couple other things, and then we went on, I think it's called the Waltzer. And that is where everything went really wrong. I remember going on that as a kid and it was not that bad. It was really fun, which is why I thought it'd be fun this time. But I think the dudes running it saw us coming, and they were kind of laughing to each other and giving each other a nudge, so I think they thought like it'd be funny to mess with us. And it was on like full speed the entire time. And I honestly like didn't know what I was going to do. I thought I was going to die. I couldn't like move my head anywhere without everything feeling horrible, and I was just sinking to the chair. Like, I would actually rather be dead than put up with a minute more of this. It was just like the worst experience, and I didn't think I was gonna imagine it. And then like Lee saw that I was in great distress and was like trying to wave the guys down to stop it. They eventually stopped it, and I got off and I took like 2 steps off the ride, just went just immediately. And it was so bad. And like my friend Amber, she was like holding my hair and trying to make sure that I wasn't like puking on any of my stuff, but it was just like so sudden. So that like was horrible, but it was also kind of funny to me. And then after that we went out for dinner at TGI Fridays, and that's like the whole birthday experience. So honestly, despite that, it was actually a great birthday, and even the bad part is like a funny story now, so I enjoyed it anyway. Number 12 is we had a really fun meetup, well, a couple of meetups sort of, at Summer in the City this year, which is great. And we got to meet sort of like a bunch of like our viewers specifically, and then we also did like a big meetup with a bunch of other alternative creators. So that was like some of our viewers, some of their viewers, and then all of them, and that was really fun. I wish I could have stayed for that longer, but I think I had a panel or something, so I had to like skedoodle a bit early, but it was so fun and I loved meeting everyone, and I wish I could have stayed and chatted more. So hopefully I get to meet all of those lovely people again at some point, because I honestly really loved that, and I always worry that I'm not social enough at these things, but it was so great. I just love getting to hang out with everyone and seeing like a lot of lovely viewers that we've seen at a couple of Summer in the Cities now. Like, you know, it's like our little once a year meetup with them, and it's all just really nice, so that was great. We're nearly then, guys. Number 13 is I visited Barcelona for the very first time. I didn't vlog that because that was just a super like chill get away from everything, but I think Jake did vlog it, and we are going to go back as soon as possible, and I will vlog then, because oh my god, I fell in love with that city. I didn't really look into much of it before we went. The reason we went is because my dad lives there now, so we were over visiting him, and I don't really know what I was expecting, but it wasn't what I got. Like, honestly, the second we got there and I started seeing all the buildings and stuff, I was just like, blown away. It is one of the most beautiful places I have ever been. Like, every little street and alleyway and twist and turn was just beautiful. Just these old style buildings with like balconies with plants just hanging off of them, and just and everything. Then like the park that we were staying near was just beautiful, like this massive fountain. One of my favorite memories was, I'll put a little picture of the fountain I'm talking about, but it was this massive big like fountain waterfall type thing in the middle of the park, and it had like steps leading up either side, so they go up and then round the back of one of the like sculpture things. And I don't think we'd been up there at this point, and then one night, like, well, evening that we were down in the park, we could hear like music coming from up there, and I was like, oh, that's strange, let's go see what's going on, you know, at the top of the fountain. So we walked up all the steps and got there, and there was just like a bunch of people under like fairy lights / the moonlight doing like a really slow, like sexy tango, just for no apparent reason. And I was like, what is this? This is like something out of a movie. It was just like this really beautiful location with this music and these people all just like dancing together, and I was like, what's happening? Is this real life? Like, oh my god, it was just amazing. And all the food and everything, it was just, I love Barcelona. Every like night we'd be walking around and like Jake would be like, okay, it's time to go back, and I was like, no, I just want to stay out and experience the city. So we were only there for a few days, but I want to go back for like a week or so next time, so we can see like way more, because like, just the stuff we did see in those couple of days was just, I loved everything about it, and I think part of my heart lives there now. And number 14, which is my final one. I really should have done 15, huh? It's fine. Not everything in life is perfect. Number 14 is just a small little thing, but it's something that's brought me so much joy. It's a really cool little like bar type thing has opened up in Belfast, and I know like I'm not a bar goer, I'm not even very much of a drinker most of the time, but this isn't like a normal bar. This is like a fun like experience. It's very like Harry Potter themed. It's like Harry Potter's never mentioned because, you know, copyright, but it's like very Harry Potter themed, and you go and you brew your own potions that are cocktails, and it's complete with like cauldrons and dry ice, so there's smoke, and like a wand that actually activates things, and it's so much fun. I've already been twice. I intend on dragging everyone I know there because I love it so much. But yeah, so I'm just really happy that something that cool exists in Belfast, because usually we don't really have anything like that. It's all just kind of your standard pubs and stuff, which is not my thing, but Harry Potter potion making experience, yes, very much my thing. Very much enjoyed. Need more of that in my life. Need more photo opportunities in the super cool little area they've set up. It's all just good. So I will try. I wanted to vlog the last time we went, but there was like a whole big kerfuffle and a rush, and I basically ended up forgetting my camera, which was annoying. Again, Jake vlogged it. You can see a lot of the stuff we do on Jake's channel, but I do want to do my own vlog of it because I love it so much. and it's just so much fun. So yeah, stay tuned for that. I will definitely be going back with someone. I keep telling my mum she should come with me because we've just started to watch the Harry... There we go. That's number 15. Here we go. Number 15, started watching the Harry Potter movies with my mum because she's never seen them and has suddenly taken a real interest. So we're going to be watching those. We started on Christmas Day. We wanted to watch like 4. I forgot how easily distracted my mum is, so we got through 1 in like the 8 hours or something we were at her house. So it's going to be slow going. She's worse than me, which is saying something. But yeah, so it's going to be slow going, but we've started watching the Harry Potter movies, and I've said that we also now need to go to the Cursed Goblet. That's what it's called, in case I didn't say. The Cursed Goblet in Belfast, so that we can make potions and live our best witchy lives. Yes. So that was a positive look at my 2018. As I say, there were definitely negatives, but we can leave those alone for now. I complain enough at the time of them happening. We don't need to look back on them and complain as well. It's good to get the bad feelings out sometimes, but it's also good to just appreciate the good things sometimes. So that's what this video was. Let me know what you thought of it. Let me know if you want more PositiviTEA time, and I will see what I can do. I do have some ideas for little chatty videos and stuff. If there's anything specific you want to see, let me know. And as I say, I have a lot of fun ideas for videos in 2019. I'm feeling quite motivated, quite encouraged, especially when I do more to this space, which I'm hoping to get done soon. So yeah, craft videos, gardening videos, more makeup videos, even though those have not been doing well recently. We'll see what we can do. There's a lot that I want to get on top of this year, so let's do that together. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you had a lovely New Year's. I hope the rest of your 2019 is fantastic. Before you go, if you could check out my Patreon, help start off this year even better for me. Consider supporting on there, because that would make my life so much less stressful, because right now that whole side of things is very stressful. So Patreon is a great way to help me with that. The link is down in the description. It is a website where you can tip your favorite content creators for the stuff that they produce for you, and I think that's really great. So it's a really awesome way to say thank you. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye, lovelies.